Alrighty, kids, another timeless classic. This poem is called Ulysses by Alfred Lord Tennyson. And Tennyson was the poet laureate of England at the time. He's, comes a bit after Keats and Shelley, and he wrote a number of poems that are really quite famous. He wrote a number about King Arthur and various other things. In any case, this one is called Ulysses. And if you're into Greek mythology, you will know that Ulysses is the Roman name for Odysseus, who is the subject of the Odyssey. And in this poem, so if you're familiar with Odysseus, or Ulysses in this case, he spent 10 years away from home at the Trojan War, and another 10 years trying to get back. He upset Poseidon, and Poseidon tossed his ship around for 10 years, and he had all sorts of adventures on his way home. So after 20 years away, 10 years at war and 10 years traveling, he has made it home. And the nature of his travels and the nature of his life for those 20 years has made him restless at being king. So, sitting there passing laws and passing judgment on people and running a country pales in comparison to the excitement of the life he's led. And what he wants to do is he wants to leave and leave the ruling of the country to his son Telemachus, who's into that sort of thing. Ulysses by Alfred Lord Tennyson. It little profits that an idle king, by this still hearth among these barren crags, matched with an aged wife, I meet and dole unequal laws unto a savage race that hoard and sleep and feed and know not me. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I have enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone, on shore, and when through scudding drifts the rainy Hyades vex the dim sea. I am become a name, for always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known, cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments, myself not least, but honored of them all, and drunk delight of battle with my peers, far on the ringing plains of windy Troy. I am a part of all that I have met, yet all experience is an arch wherethrough gleams that untraveled world, whose margin fades forever and forever when I move. How dull it is to pause, to make an end, to rust unburnished, not to shine in use, as though to breathe were life, life piled on life were all too little, and of one to me little remains, but every hour is saved from that eternal silence, something more, a bringer of new things, and violet were from those 3 suns to store and hoard myself, and this grey spirit yearning in desire to follow knowledge like a sinking star beyond the utmost bound of human thought. This is my son, mine own Telemachus, to whom I leave the sceptre and the isle, well loved of me, discerning to fulfill this labour by slow prudence, to make mild a rugged people, and through soft degrees subdue them to the useful and the good. Most blameless is he, centred in the sphere of common duties, decent not to fail in offices of tenderness, and pay meet adoration to my household gods when I am gone. He works his work, I mine. There lies the port. The vessel puffs her sail. There gloom the dark broad seas. My mariners, souls that have toiled and wrought and thought with me, that ever with a frolic welcome took the thunder and the sunshine, and opposed free hearts, free foreheads, you and I are old. Old age hath yet his honour and his toil. Death closes all. But something ere the end, some work of noble note may yet be done, not unbecoming men that strove with gods. The lights begin to twinkle from the rocks, the long day wanes, the slow moon climbs, the deep moans round with many voices. Come, my friends. 'Tis not too late to seek a newer world, push off, and sitting well in order, smite the sounding furrows, for my purpose holds to sail beyond the sunset, and the baths of all the western stars until I die. It may be that the gulfs will wash us down. It may be we shall touch the happy isles, and see the great Achilles whom we knew. Though much is taken, much abides. And though we are not now that strength which in old days moved earth and heaven, that which we are, we are. One equal temper of heroic hearts, made weak by time and fate, but strong in will to strive, to seek, to find, and not to yield.